welcome to another episode here on Live Game Coding. Hope you're all having a good night. And I've got a bit of a mess of an area here, so I can't move very far, but we're going to try and play some games, even though most of this room is basically packed. I've just realised I've left my packet from there in my little flapjack I've got for dinner, because it's been one of those days. I'll be back momentarily. Alexa, studio lights on. Okay. Let's do this. Thank you. Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop. Oh dear. How you doing, guys? I hope that you're all having a great night. And what is our settings? I forgot it. Let's make games. Yes. We're coding games. Hello, Andrew. Golden Axe will be awesome to see. Is that... No, don't confuse me, man. But that's for Mondays. Tonight we're doing a JRPG. I've got my my dinner. So let's open up a bit of thingy. Steam, that's what. I couldn't remember the name of the of the thing. Steam, that's what we need. So let's open up RPG Maker MV. Launch that. Here we go. My mouse is not working properly tonight, so we're going to see how it goes. We'll see how things work out. Okay, I hope everyone's all right. We've got Sir Patrick Furlong and Melody the Cat, and we have Andrew Moy Jones in the chat, so I hope you're all having a good night, guys. Right, let's have a look. How do we do this? So, let me just switch it. I've got real problems with the mouse. I don't know what it is. Every now and again, after one of those things where it's updated, the world just decides, no, not the world, the show, it has been a long day. My brain is not working properly. After the system is updated, sometimes immediately, sometimes a few days later, it will decide to mess about with the Bluetooth settings on the mouse. Don't know why. Right, so it looks like we're all running correctly. I'm going to move the chat up a little bit and then re-edit my screen, because I need to be able to see that this is on. Jesus Christ. It's unusable. The mouse is unusable. Let me use my graphics tablet. Apple, you need to sort this shit out. Seriously. It's inexcusable how bad it is. Right, so you can see this, I can see this, you can see what's on my screen as well. You're speeding with Gordon today and he flipped upside down. Oh, yes. The amount of fun I've had on Thomas the Tank Engine with just making the... making stuff bounce all over the place. Right, we're going to change my mouse settings. Mouse settings. Right, tracking speed is fine. Natural scrolling's on. Secondary click, smart zoom, and all of that. Advanced. Pointer acceleration is on. Nothing has changed. At all. Nothing has changed, and yet it doesn't work. Apple, sort your shit out. The latest upgrade on Tahoe, the latest security updates and all that, have been great. But, here, I'm moving around and the mouse will not move. I'll go along and then it'll stop. And it's ridiculous. Apple, sort your shit out. So, we've got this situation here. This is where we left off last time. Right. As you might notice here, what I'm trying to do, mouse has gone again. What I'm trying to do is change this. Hello to Zantec and Ravenheart Modeling. How you doing? What we got here? I tried to add a black tile. It won't let me. That is just not what I need. So, what I need to do is be able to hide tiles. So I'm going to have to look at other options. What have we got? Right, we've got Writer Dude Walk here. Love Truncheon Walk. What I'm going to do is take this, take a screenshot, and I'm going to add to Love Truncheon's walk cycle a block down here. Jesus Christ, it's inexcusable how they've done this. This computer cost me a fucking fortune, and the mouse will not work properly. There is nothing in this. I'm going to do it. One of the things it says is, oh, you've got to blow into the mouse and then clean the inside of it and things like that, because obviously dirt and dust has got in there. No, it hasn't. The only thing that's changed is that Apple updated their operating system. Right, there we go. So I've cleaned the inside with my jacket, and at the moment it's working. It will stop working again in a moment. There you are, straight away. Stop working. I can barely move this thing. So that's the problem. Now, I can't move down. It's just not letting me. So we've got, and the only thing that's changed, because you just saw me clean it, the only thing that's changed, Apple updated their software. That's it. That's all they did. Ridiculous. I have now brought up Final Cut Pro, which is the wrong thing. Photoshop's what we need. We're going to have to do some work here. Right, new file. Just create that. Actually, I don't need that, do I? I need my miscellaneous to sort. Where is the... You can notice I've been playing about with ChatGPT. You know why I did that? I think I've mentioned this last time we opened this, and I showed off that. The last time we did this was because I was investigating it. It's clearly nicked my webcomics because it can do my style. I'm not even joking. Right, here we are. Characters. Here we are. Love Truncheon. Open that. Right. This is the amount of space we have. I'm spitting all over now, but that's ridiculous. Right. We also need to open. Adobe, no one ever wants to open Creative Cloud. No one likes Creative Cloud. Get rid of Creative Cloud. Right. This is what we're looking at. So, I need this. But I don't need it for what it thinks I want. I need one of these. That is the size that our blocks are. Copy that. Paste that. Notice how much bigger these are than the characters. That's why we're having a problem. So I put that in as a layer. I'm now going to go to blending options, color overlay completely in black. Okay. Save that PNG. File, save as, Love Truncheon Walk.png. Why can't I save it as a PNG? Good God, man. Do I have to export as PNG? We'll get there in the end. Images. Characters, is this where Love Truncheon is? Love Truncheon's walk, yes. Save. We know it's just delete that later on. Don't save that. Don't save that. Right. There we go. Have I tried chocolate-covered bourbon? No. Right. Let's go to here. Where is Love Truncheon? Apply. Okay. Oh my god. This is why we're having a problem. Look at that. It's still not big. Still not enough. I legitimately can't do what I wanted to do. So there we are. Apple keeps breaking Xcode. Oh my god. Don't even get me started on Xcode. Xcode is the worst. Right. We have an issue. We have a major issue. Right. Right. Are you on live chat rather than top chat? Because that could be the only way that I can think of that that you would not see him. Because YouTube tends to go for top chat as a default, even though no one wants top chat. No one likes top chat. It cuts a lot of things out because it thinks that, oh, well, I'll just curate this for the larger streamers. But we're not a large stream. This is not a large stream. This is a small community where we hang out and chat. And YouTube has a tendency to not bother with it, with differentiating. So it just cuts people out to try and curate things. Hi, Chief89. How you doing? Hope you're having a good night. Right. We have an issue. I really, really wanted this to be able to work. The mouse won't go down. Seriously, it just won't go down. There is no dirt or dust blocking it in there. Absolutely nothing. And yet, yeah, I can't do it. What the hell? Get off my screen. What the? Get off the screen. I can't move the thing. So we're using the trackpad. Even though I spent a fortune on this bloody computer, we're using the trackpad. Right. We've got this here. This will not work for what we want. I tried to create an event where we've got a blank space. The idea was I was going to blank off all of these areas. Do I have a spare mouse? I do. But it's not one of these. This. Let me try and bring this up onto the main screen. I've got to go back over to Ops and come up to the big screen. Right. This is called an Apple Magic Mouse. It's one of the stupid ones with the USB charger on the bottom, and we have the lasers there, twin lasers. We have here one giant touchpad, which also works as buttons. This is an incredible piece of technology. I can not only scroll with this, but I can click it left and right as if it's two buttons. So I can scroll side to side, up and down, tap, click. It's basically a touchpad and a mouse in the same thing. It's incredible. Costs a fortune. Doesn't fucking work every single time Apple upgrade things. Whenever they do an upgrade to their software, the mouse breaks. And you know what they tell you to do? Turn it off and then on again. Turn the Bluetooth off and then on again. Forget the device. Put it back onto the system after you've done a restart. And do a forced reset of your system's memory and flush the memory. This is an Apple keyboard. It's Bluetooth. You might notice it's not connected to the computer. It only starts listening for the keyboard as a computer after you've gone through the reset cycle and got back to the login screen. In order to flush the memory, you have to press Option Command R and P during the reboot sequence, which you can't do if your keyboard isn't being listened for because Bluetooth's not active. You have to plug a separate keyboard in to flush the memory on Apple devices. And that's what you have to do. You have to plug a wired keyboard into your computer to flush the memory to make the mouse work. That's right, you need a keyboard to make the mouse work. Apple, get your shit together. So, what we were trying to do with this is, see what I mean? I'm actually scrolling with the mouse. This is what I mean. This is side to side scroll. And I can do up and down as well, but we haven't got a scroll for up and down at the moment on this screen. So, we've got left and right. What I was trying to do is have all of this in darkness until we got to it. But, if you notice, this is not covering the whole of that. If I zoom in more, that white outline is the outline of the entire area, of the entire thing that I wanted to turn black. That is the smaller area that it allows me to cover. So I can't do any of what I was suggesting we do. That's not great, is it? Just hold Command Shift OP, Escape Delete while typing the phrase Ganesha is great. Yeah, that sounds about right. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely bloody stupid. Damn, I still got a black eye. I do. It's going to take weeks to heal. Hi, Spartan. How you doing? I look like I lost a fight with Mike Tyson. I mean, I would lose a fight with Mike Tyson, but I haven't. So. What we're going to have to do here, guys, is something that I didn't want to have to do. Right, I'm going to go to the events and delete that. Right, let's zoom right out. I am now going to use this as the final version of this. I am going to duplicate it if I can. Copy. Paste. Below the pyramid. I'm going to make several versions of it. This is not what I wanted to do with my life. Right, we've got several versions. So, I'm now going to blank out the majority of this. I wish I didn't have to do this, but here we are. I'll go to this and there and blank all of that. So, this is what we're going to be doing. Right. There we go. I have no idea how to do this, but we're going to make this work. I'm going to make this work because it's the only thing I can do. So if I go to this one now, this is what's going to be here first. So we're going to make some ground. And we've got one of the damaged ones. Yes, we have. A damaged one, that looks about right there, yes. And some of the sandy one that's up the top. Where's the sandy one? Wish there was an eyedropper tool so that we could do this. Is that the one? Yes. There we are. That is now the thing we've got. So that's our first new area. So I'm just going to block off all of that. And all of that. All of this, and all of that. All of that, and that as well. Right. So, right at the end of that, we're going to have something else. So we've got to go to here. And I am now going to have to do a little bit of faffing about. Let's create an event right here. We need an image for this event. Let's have a think. What have we got? That'll work. Okay, there we are. That kind of looks right if I zoom in. Don't get me started on doing it in the Cura scale. Holy crap. They've had to roll back what they've said a little bit. Well, not so much roll back. Roll back in, like, they've sent out a clarification email to some manufacturers, from what I can tell. People are not happy. So, if we investigate this, certain choices. Investigate it, or leave it alone. And the cancel choices too. Okay. I'm now going to copy that and paste it in several places. Right, let's do this. Actually, I only do it in two places because I need to make this one. If we investigate it, so you look carefully at the crack and discover it is just a crack in the wall. There we go. Leave it alone. Show text. You decide to leave the crack in the wall alone. But to do a lot of work, repair work with Firefox, so don't get me started. Oh man. Tonight's beverage of choice is Dr. Pepper Cream Swirl. I'm on a sugar rush today because I am running on empty, essentially. It's one of those nights. I've had family here, and it's been great. We've had a lovely time. And now, over the weekend, we're commemorating my mum. It's a year since she passed away on Sunday. And it's been hard. It's been really hard. She was the best person in the world. She made you want to be a better person so that she would feel proud of you. It was one of those things. But the thing is, she would have felt proud of you anyway. She was one of those nice people. The type of person that would just be happy for you. But you wanted her to think the best. Regardless, you know? And it's been tough. It's been really tough. I'm just going to post that there. And then we'll leave that like that. Okay. I want to make these look as similar as possible. But yeah, it's been a horrible year. And it's something that never gets easier. You just learn to live with it. And anyone who's lost a parent, and they know what I'm on about here. It's one of those things. Right, we've got this now. So, look carefully at crack and discover. Cancel. Edit the text. A small switch hidden deep within the crack. You're about boycotting Coke now. You've got to look into Austrian alternatives. Never thought I'd be inclined to do so. As for not liking US. Yeah, I can understand that. I can absolutely understand that, man. I get where you're coming from. But Dr. Pepper's a separate thing, isn't it? Copyright 2026 European Refreshments UC. So Coke is not does not own Dr. Pepper. There you go. Show our choices. Flick the switch. Or leave it alone. With the cancel is choice 2. Okay. If we leave it alone, you sensibly decide not to flick the switch. It's obviously a trap after all. Yeah, cancer is absolutely evil. It's one of those horrible, horrible illnesses. You dexterously flick the switch. A loud rumbling noise emanates from the rock face in front of you. Quickly, you pull your arm free of the crack just in time to see the wall before you slide away. There we go. Right, now we need to be teleported, so we need to how do we do that again? Is it onto transfer player? That was it. Transfer player to this one. Oh, hang on, I'm pressing the wrong button. That one. And stand there. Okay. Retain position. There we go. We have not found the GameHammer. We haven't even found the chocolate to get the map to go to the GameHammer to find the house that Jack built. Quick event creation. No, set starting position for the player. There we are. Right, save that. Transfer player to Zoe's cupboard. No, get out! I don't want you in my cupboard. My cupboard is for me and me alone, and it's full of butts. No, it isn't. It's not full of butts. Do not come in here. Do not attempt to find the butts. The butts are not for your pleasure. They're for mine. There we go. Right, let's try this. I just saved. Why am I not? Oh, there it is. Okay, game. Game is loading. It's bouncy. New game. Let's try this one. Crack in the wall, investigate it. Look carefully, crack, and discover it is just a crack in the wall. There's one there as well. Crack in the wall, investigate. It's just a crack in the wall. And then the game crashes because this does not work properly on Mac, even though it says it's for Mac. New game. Here we go. Go straight to this one now. You've got to be frickin' kidding me. Game? Bloody hell. Play the game. Oh my goodness. Right, down to here. Crack in the wall, investigate it. Look carefully, crack, and discover a small switch hidden deep in the crack. Leave it alone. Sensibly decide not to flick switch. It's obviously a trap after all. Investigate it. Switch, flick the switch. Loud rumbling noise emanates from the rock face in front of you. Quickly, you pull your arm free of the crack, just in time to see the wall before you slide away. There we go. Now we're here, and that works. Okay. And if we go back up, we end up there. And if we go back down, we end here. There we go. There we are. It's working. It's not what I wanted to do because it requires us to have huge amounts of extra maps, and it means that I can only unlock each area in a linear order. But at least it's something. You know, at least it's something. Right. So we're in below the pyramid. What else is that? So there's this. Which means I can't use that one if I want to use that one, you know? Am I a dungeon master? I have mastered many a dungeon in my time. There are some that call me Oi. I don't know where that came from. There are some that call me Ooh. I am having the time of my life. Yes. Right. We have an issue. If we go that way, we can come down and go across, but we can't open this one until here. So we'd have to go this way, down, that way, up, into there, and then into there. And that's the only way. In here would be this. Besides, so is anyone else able to see me? I can see you. I want to be the first to say, fuck, in the dungeon. I believe you might be. This is the only way that we can do this. Right. Yeah, okay, we've got it. We can make this work. We can make this work. Oh, yes, we can, because we're made of giant butt cracks. What am I talking about? Oh, dear, giant butt cracks. I think I met him. He was a wrestler, wasn't he? Giant butt crack? Yeah. Pretty sure he was a wrestler. Giant haystacks, I know. Giant butt cracks. Yeah, he was a wrestler back in the 70s, wasn't he? Weird chap. What am I talking about? What am I doing with my life? Oh my God. Oh, good grief. Right, I need to copy these events now. Right, that one. Right. 1, 2, 3 in. 1, 2, 3 in. Okay. Put them there. 1, 2, 3 in. Yeah, so that should look right. Yep. Right. That one there. Yeah, and that one there. Right, they're correct. They're correct for what we're doing. Right, we need one there, and one there. Mostly survive on coffee and mineral sparkling water for most of the week. Anyway, Now this one's going to be a bit different. And discover, edit, a button hidden in the crack, hidden deep within the crack. If we press it, cancel. We need show choices. Push the button. Leave it alone. Cancel is the second choice. Heroically. I know it to quit unexpectedly. Bloody hell. Send to Apple, send to Apple, send to Apple. Get off the bloody screen. Heroically, you decide not to press the button because it is an obvious distraction from your quest, from your mighty quest. There we go. Pump buttocks. Love hammer time. Here's a good one. Fix Vicky's bed today using duct tape. What you do in the privacy of your own bedroom. No, not really. Well done, man. Enter the perfect time to hear about the pro wrestler giant butt cracks. Hello, Adam. Oh yes, Big Daddy. He was a big fella. My goodness, mighty guy. Right, we've got push the button. Right, show text. You push the button. somewhere something clicks. Actually, somewhere nearby something clicks. The echo bounces off the walls for some time. There we go. Right, now we're going to set a switch. Set a single switch. All of these are not too much used. Right, that one is sliding wall puzzle 1. Switch that to on. Okay. Okay. Now this one, discover, edit. A switch nestled deep within the crevice. Ooh. Flick it. Choices. Flick it. Or leave it alone. Choice 2 is the decision to leave it. Show text. You decide to leave the switch alone for now. Who knows how long you will be able to resist the temptation to flick a random switch you found in an obvious trap. Who knows? Who knows? Right. You flick it. Show choices. Oh, cancel. Yes, we have choiced already. Conditional branch. If switch sliding wall puzzle is on, or if it's not on, show text. You flick the switch, but only hear a hollow thunk. For your troubles. Is it broken? Did you miss a step? Is it a decoy? Who knows? Okay, if the puzzle is on, you deftly flick the switch, and having already done this before in the previous room, you also quickly pull your arm away from the wall. It's a good thing you did, because the wall disintegrates before your eyes. There we are. And then we get teleported once again, transfer player, to this one. About there. Okay, retain the wall. Retain the distance. No. 1, 2, 3 down, yes. Cancel. 3 down. Yes. 1, 2. Oh. In the middle of the 3. Is it in the middle of the 3? Okay, then 1, 2. How have I managed to get this wrong? Oh, it's that there, isn't it? How is this? How is this different than that? I am in the correct space. Yeah, I'm in the correct one, aren't I? Yeah, okay. Yes, okay. It is in the correct position. Okay, we've got that. Save. Right. Then we go to this one. Okay. Now I need to move that down because otherwise that's not going to work. No, don't. I don't need to move that at all because they're not on. Okay. Load the pyramid. So we need to grab this. And we need to copy all of these to make sure it all works. Right. This is the one where we need to go to now. Right. So we are fourth in. Fourth in. And there as well, I think. Nope, I got it wrong. It wasn't that one. That one, is it? Yes. Then that there. One on the side and one above. Okay. There and there. Yes? Yes. Okay, they're correct now. One there. And there and one there, is it? No, there. That's where it is. Okay. Right. In this one, we have to change something now because this one had the button. Right. Copy that because now we need a conditional area. We need a conditional thing here. Because I've just realized that we need this conditional branch. If the sliding wall puzzle is already done, then do that. If the sliding wall puzzle is on, show text. You push the button, but sadly, nothing happens. Okay, there we go. And then this bit is if it hasn't already gone off. Otherwise, we tend to do the button and things keep going clunk, clunk, clunk. Right, okay, that's what we need now. Okay. So if I can copy all of that, I can put it into this one here, and we start to get somewhere. Hi, James, how you doing? Right, there we go. If you push the button, sadly nothing happens. Cancel, right. Copy that, and then delete all of that. Then paste that. That's all we need now. Okay, there we are. Okay. Right. Now below the pyramid, we should... Right. That needs to change to... Delete that. Actually, we need to delete that. Before we do anything else, this is what we're working from now. This is the thing. So we need to change this. Right. Otherwise, we've got to do it all again, and I don't want to. That is the main thing. This is the main one. Right. Copy that. Paste that as our reference. Paste that as our reference and paste that as our reference. Okay. Just to make sure we've got them all. Right. That's as far as we go. This is the one we get to, isn't it? This is the one where it doesn't do anything. And that one. Yes. No. This is the one that moves us to the next one. No, that is the no, this is the correct one. Okay, so that needs to now be deleted because we need a space through. So if I come to here and open that up, then that will become that, like that. Okay, yes. Right. Now we remove all of this and all of that. And all of this. and all of this. Right, okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Guys, this is one of those nights where things are just going to be weird until it all comes together. Just one of those nights. So, we've now got to go to this and change a few other things because... that goes to there, that goes to there, and that goes to there. Because all of these are copies that we're going to be using for later. And if we don't do all of this, it won't work. So we end up with this. We click that and then it turns into this. And this is where we are at the moment. But we're not, because we need the other thing. Right. Okay. That needs to turn into that. And then we need the sandstone. Where is the sandstone that we've been using for the top one? That's it, isn't it? Yeah. That. Otherwise the area is not open, and we can't have the area not open because it won't work. So basically we just got to get admin done and then we're okay with the rest of the game. And we're copying stuff across from previous iterations, so this will build up as we go. Right, let's save. Right. So how are you all doing, guys? You just looked up buttocks or buttocks because I wasn't sure about what I had that term right in English, and Google offered me an AI explanation that I won't copy and paste in here. What was the Akira Scale clarification email that you mentioned earlier? It's something about them clarifying their position. I don't know exactly. I've heard from several people, because manufacturers talk to me, that they've had this clarification, and some shop owners talk to me as well, that they've had a message basically saying that Akira, trying to reiterate what Akira Scale's position is after the massive campaign that's been going on in the model railway circles about can support your local shops, when Akira Scale is saying that they're going through their own distribution set. Now, I'm not going to pass any judgments. Akira Scale want to do one thing, they think it's right for them. The model shops want to do one thing, they think it's right for them. I'm not calling either side. What I'm saying is that they have tried to clarify their position based on the backlash that there's been happening. And that's all I know. I haven't been sent the email. I have not seen the email. I just know that they have sent out an email about it. So there we are. That's all I know. NRM now has 100,000 subscribers. NRM. Why do I know that name? You've done a swordless mod to the GameCube called a flippy drive. Oh, for National Railway Museum. That's it. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, of course. Right, let's do this. We're testing this out now. Does this work, what we've done so far? Right, we'll go to the first one. Check it. Investigate. Flip the switch. Right. In the correct position. Right. Go to here. Investigate. You see a switch nestled to spin. Click it. Nothing happens, which is what's supposed to happen. Go down to here. Investigate it. Find the crack. Discover a button. Push the button. Something clicks. Push the button again. Push the button again. Nothing happens. But because we've done it, here should work. Discover the switch. Click it. The wall disintegrates. We're in the correct place. We cannot walk in there. But there's a reason for that. If we go back to the events, delete that, save, now we can get in there. Next thing we'll hear is Jenny Kirk is buying a Akira Scale. We cannot afford that. We cannot afford that. Yeah. Akira Scale have bought Hellion, or at least that's what we're hearing. And I think that's part of the clarification as well. Well, at least I'd hope that was the part of the clarification. Have they bought Hellion, or are they now partners with them, and they're like separate companies or something? But one is partnered with the other. We're not entirely sure. From what I can tell, I mean, I haven't watched the Akira Scale video explaining it, so maybe they've explained that bit. But from what I'm hearing, Akira Scale have bought them. They're now going distributor only for their stuff. Their stuff is not going to be available in shops. That's what I've heard, and that's been the backlash. As far as anything else is concerned, they've bought Hellion. Thank you, Andy. As far as I'm concerned, that's the situation that we've got. And at the moment, everyone is still in there very much the shock and reaction based on shock stage. Now, I'd like... Hang on. Tinnitus, give me a sound. There we are. If you don't know that, by the way, the tinnitus hack, place the palms of your hands over your ears, like that, and then find the base of your neck, the base of your skull, and tap it 3 times. Reasonably hard, but not too hard. And it resets the tinnitus, turns off. So, that's what we know at the moment. I can't be sure what's happened, because I'm not a party to it. And neither's anyone else. But we can just go on what they said. So apparently they've sent out a clarification email explaining their situation and their stance on this. And we'll see what happens. Andy says, they're selling Hellion items at less than trade price, so retailers with stock now have worthless stock they'll not be able to sell unless they sell at a loss. Yeah, that's not good. That's not a good situation to be in. If you're a Hellion stocker and that's what your situation is, you're screwed with regard to Hellion stock. I would personally... And this is just my position. I would fire sell that stock now. That's what I would do. I would fire sell that stock and get it out the door, because you don't want that hanging around, taking up space, and constantly being in that situation where you feel you can't sell the stuff. But that's me. That's what I would do. But I'm not a manufacturer. You'll be doing it tomorrow, I'll bet. It's a horrible situation to be in. If that's the situation, that's horrible. You don't want to be stuck with stuff you can't move. Who would? Right, now we've got an issue. Right, we're here. We're in this one. We're now in this position. Are we going to do another one with looking for cracks and going forward? I don't think that's a good idea, because we've had 2 and it just seems to be a bad idea. So what we're going to do now is have a statue instead. Hell, you know, in AA scale for 50 quid. To be honest with you, if anyone decides to stock dump, I will not think bad about them. Right, I need to think what we can do. I've got crystals. I mean, we could do something with a crystal, couldn't we? Ooh. Actually, I'm going to create a statue. Again, we're losing the mouse, so let's do that. Let's go to here. Tools. Character generator. Let's generate a character. Random... Okay, that guy looks goofy as all hell, but that'll do. Right, we're going to have grey skin. Grey hair. Different grey hair, though. Right. Ears, grey. Eyes, grey. Golden eyes. All that black. Clothes, grey. We'll have a lighter grey there. Cloak, grey. Accessory, grey. Accessory, grey. Right, that's as close as I can get. Oh, it's the main colours and subcolours, yeah. Right, let's do this. Right, so we've got all the different colours. No subcolours for those. Subcolours, there we are. Right, there we are. Now he looks like a statue. So there we go. So I'm going to now save this as save the walk character as export as statue. There we go. Close. So I'm going to now put this statue here. Where's statue gone? And we want... Okay. Show text. Before you stands a stone statue. Show choices. Investigate it. Leave it alone. Okay. If you investigate it, this is all we've got. Right. Continue that. New events page. Put it all in there. Where's statue? Okay. So they're both looking the same way. Right. Investigate it. Show text. You investigate the statue closely and find it appears to be attached to a rotating plinth with enough force you could theoretically turn the statue to face any direction you please. Leave it alone. You decide to leave the statue alone because it's a giant stone image of a person and you're not that into art. There we go. That's what we got. Glad you enjoyed a good busy weekend. Oh, at Ali Pally, yeah. You'll be back next year, but without any Hellion stock. I hope you haven't got any by then, because if they're undercutting you, then why would you carry it, essentially? Right, let's do this. Right, carve this. Is Hellion a swear word in model trains? No, I wouldn't say though. They've made it. Look, here's the thing. They've made a decision that they think is the best for them. That's it. That's all the that's what the drama's about. They've made a decision that they think is best for them moving forward. Other people disagree. They think it's a bad thing. You've got to make your decisions yourself. You've got to make your own mind up. Do you want to support that decision? Do you want to support the model railway shops that have been carrying this stuff but now find themselves with their legs cut out from under them? And yes, it's a little loaded because you can kind of see which side of the fence I'm on, can't you? But at the end of the day, that's what this comes down to. It's how it is. You'll never please everyone no matter what you do. Yeah, that's pretty much how it is. Oh, you've sold out of all the second-hand. Well, good to hear. And that's the situation. That's all you can say right now. That's all we can say. Right, we've got, before you stand a stone statue, right, we've got to edit this. Stands a stone statue on a rotating plinth. Now our choices are rotate it or leave it alone. If we decide to rotate it, it's going to be an interesting issue, isn't it? Right, delete. Cancel, 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 cancel. Now go decide, edit this. Which direction do you want to rotate it? New choices. Clockwise, anti-clockwise, or leave it alone. And the cancel choice is now 3. You decide to leave it alone. Okay. A drama here and there, both understandable and or ridiculous, about possibility as for whatever topic. Yeah, that's just how it is. Neither good or bad. I think a jobs lot on eBay will be available for some time. Possibly, yeah. Right. If we rotate it clockwise, then we'll go around. And if we rotate it anti-clockwise, we've got another thing. So, when we rotate clockwise, first of all, change the... how do we change this creature's... Because technically this is a creature, so we should be able to change the picture. Cancel. Change tile set? No. Huh. Can I not change the picture that we've got? Oh, good grief. Have I just... Right, okay, that's fine. We can work this out. A long time. Hi, here's the familiar message. Mr. Salieri sends his regards. Hello, King Toon. How you doing, man? Hope you're doing all right. I'm surprised I can't change this. Okay. Oh, that's all right. We'll work this out. Okay. Cancel. If we change this to clockwise, then cancel. Right. We need to do this. We need to set a control self switch. A is now on. If self switch A is on, that's what we get here. Okay. Let's rotate it clockwise. Show text. You rotate the statue clockwise. This is where A is on. Okay. Clockwise would... So that would be copy event page. Paste event page is P as B even. That one. You take the clockwise, statue clockwise would be then cancel. Would be that one. Yes. Yes. Control self switch. B is on and A is off. Yes. That's B and this one's C. Control self switch. B is off. Control self switch. C is on. And then we get to this. And then we can work this out from here. Who's clockwise, yours or mine? Players point of view. Copy event page. Paste event page. D. So we've only got 4. There we are. So take the control self switch. D is on and C is off. Then we get back to here. Clockwise, control self switch. A is on and D is off. Okay, right, there we are. So that's the first one. We can now go roll the way around. Anti-clockwise. Do the whole thing again. Cancel edit text. Anti-clockwise. I will not state counterclockwise because I am not American. I understand the desire for them to call it counterclockwise, but I do not agree with it. This coding is very interesting. How long does it take to master? I don't know. I haven't got there yet. I am not joking. This is my first time using this. We're building a game so that I can learn it. D is on and A is off. Because that would look down then, you see. So if we're here, anti-clockwise would take us back to A. A is on and B is off. This one is would take us to B. C is off. B is on. And D anti-clockwise would take you to C. So C is on, D is off. Okay. Right. Set a starting position for the player. Save. You only knew Lua and C++. C++ is very useful. I need to get better at it. But for the moment, we're playing with this. Because it's fun. Right, go to new. Right, here we are. Investigate it. Theoretically turn the statue to face any direction, please. Right. Rotate it. Let's go clockwise. There we are. It keeps turning to face us. That's not what it's meant to do. I mean, technically it's working. Technically it's working. Oh dear. Right, I'm gonna... I don't know if we can change that. That's the problem. Fixed, but doesn't walk. Doesn't walk. Hopefully that'll change things. You've had a very dumb idea. At an EA graveyard. Reverend Game Studio, he is killed there. I love that idea. I love it. We'll put it into one of the towns. That would be hilarious. Right, if I've just turned the walking off, does that mean that the character won't turn to face us? Your right eye is 99% perfect. Fantastic news, dude. That is fantastic. Holy shit, I've just realised this is loud. There we are. Right. Right, investigate the statue. There we are. Right. Rotate it. Nope, still still doesn't do. Right. In order to open this is what I want to open. I'm going to suggest that every time we rotate, if we add to a variable, control a variable. Right, I'm going to go for statue. Rotation. Okay. Add a constant 1. Every time we rotate, it adds a constant. Every time we turn it the other way, control a variable, subtract 2 from the statue rotation. Okay. Actually, no. Statue rotation should be cancelled, not +1. Edit that. +3. And statue rotation is 2. And now we're going to do an if check. Conditional branch. If variable statue rotation is equal to 7, then we get something to happen. Make one variable that something happens unrelated in another area. Possibly, yeah. If statue rotation equals 7, then show text. Suddenly, the ground shakes. You look around, startled by this sudden onset of a mini earthquake. You rush to the door for safety, remembering your training as a child for how to survive earthquakes, and look around for the source of the problem. A new door has appeared in one wall. There we are. Okay. Control. Right. We now need to transfer the player from this map to this map here. Okay, and direction will be looking right. Okay, there we go. Oh, Yandere Dev boss fight. I have never played it. As Dusk Falls has very good potential. It's a very good game, but it's very short. Ah, that's sad. Right, so we have to get to 7 by spinning this around. That's all we need to do. Right, let's go to this. Okay, all of this needs to now move. Why have we got that as an else? We don't need an else. Right, there we are. Right, copy that. To that. To that. And to there. Right. Copy that back to this one. To there. Right. That's all we need. Copy that. So we spin it around until we get the correct thing that we want. The correct number, which will require you to spin clockwise and anti-clockwise, otherwise it won't work. Because you have to add 3 and then remove 2 in order to get to 7 and things like that. Take care, Kingtoon. Continue editing videos. See you later. Thanks for coming along, dude. Have a good night. Right, and then it'll come down to this one. And we've had the guy rush into the doorway because of his training to avoid the possibility of getting crushed by, well, everything. So let's go to here. And which one is this? It's that one. It's that one, isn't it? Yeah. No, it's not. It's the wrong one. Is it this one again? Yes, it is. Okay. Right, where's the... Click that there, and there. That works. Okay, so now we've got that. That's our space. We've got to copy that to all of these because we've managed to make a huge mess of both. Right. That one. Yes. That is what we needed, isn't it? Yes. Hang on. How would... That needs to be... That's there. Yeah, that needs to be like that. Okay. Yes. Okay, right, we're getting there, we're getting there. It's okay, guys. I know what I'm doing, honest. I do. Honest. Don't say I don't, because I do. I really do. Seriously. Honest. Don't. I really frickin' don't. Right. There we go. That's that. And... Sniffing a butt. Sniffy, 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 bum. Dun, dun. There we go. Right, so that's what we get to. So we do that with the statue and then there. Okay. Right. We now need to sort this out. Now we've got to add in an extra thing that we shouldn't have had to do, but never mind. Right. We need another check. Conditional branch. If variable equals 7, else. Show text. Strangely, the statue no longer wishes to spin. Hang on, no we don't, because that cancel. We don't. Discard change, we don't even need it. Yeah. For this one, we don't even need it. There. Just put a statue here. Event. Statue. Where's the statue? Where the hell is it? Where's the statue gone? Just facing that way. Show text. This was a rotating, but now it seems to be fixed in place. Okay, copy that. There we are. Now we've got an interesting thing going on. So we've got something cool going on, which makes it more fun than just standing around and doing bot all before, apart from pressing switches. So that's fun. New game. Right, walk to here, and it breaks. Don't you love arbitrary Mac compatibility by sticking everything in a wine layer? Right. See what I mean? This is freaking atrocious. Report. RPG Maker claims to be compatible with Mac, but running a game, a test game, while the editor is still open, often crashes the game. Send to Apple. I'm the one who picked Mac over Amiga. That is true. That is true. Right, let's test this again. Right. Investigate it. It appears to be attached to a rotating plinth. Okay. Spin. Rotate. Clockwise. That's added 3. Rotate. clockwise. That's now 6. Rotate. Anti-clockwise, removing 2, which puts it on 5. Rotate it. Clockwise, which adds 3, puts it on 8. There we are. There we are. Oh, 7. There we are. Now seems to be fixed in place. And now we get to go into here. There we go. So it does work. Okay. Right, we're into here now. So we need to go back to here and delete all of this. Hi, Crooked Vulture. How you doing? This looks very cool. Thank you. We're trying to make it as cool and interesting as possible with different options and stuff going on. So far, it seems to be working, but it's going to be difficult. Let's put it that way. It's going to be difficult to make everything work. Right, there we are. Right, so that should get us into here. Our next one takes us into this corridor here, which can't open to there. It has to open to here, which then opens to there, which then opens to there. So we're on... Right. So that will take it to here. 1, 2, 3. We need 3 more, but we've only got 1. So copy that. Paste. Paste. And then 1 extra in case I screw anything up. Right, is this one the one we're up to? No, this one. Right, so we got to there. But what do we do with this? We need a new puzzle, don't we? We need a new puzzle. How could we? We're going to need more puzzles, and I'm not entirely sure what to do as a puzzle. Oh, you know what? Let's leave it there for tonight. We've got a good idea of what's going on. Let's leave it as it is. Save there. And come back to it next time. When I've had time to think up a devious puzzle. Maybe a combination lock. I love the idea. Kind of what we did in the previous one, but I like the idea we could do something like that. Yes. But I'm going to leave it there for the moment. And instead, let's bring up a new window and play Blockbusters for the last half hour. Just to give us something a bit different, you know? BBC Micro Games Archive. A chime puzzle. When it's done, it goes ding, ding, boom. I like that, actually, yes. Let's play Blockbusters. Where's Blockbuster? Oh. Why don't I just type it in? Domark's Blockbusters. Here we go. Right. Player 1's buzzer is tab. Okay, let's do this. All new Blockbusters! Okay, loading questions. Number 1. Question set 1. Let's play Blockbusters. I do love Blockbusters. Right, let's do this. Number of players, 1. Name for the player, Bumface. Let's do this. Oh, I enjoyed that coding. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. We got some good stuff done, and it's interesting what we've done. What R is used for shaving? Razor. Have you tried Dreams on PS4 and PS5? I have not. I have heard of it. It's a little bit like Little Big Planet, but a bit different. I have heard of it, but I have not used it. Okay, we go on left to right, or right to left, so let's go for a D. What D is not a cat? What D is a badger dog or a sausage dog? Oh, dachshund. Shame attempted reboots of blockbusters never took off. Yeah. Dachshund! A sausage dog. I always liked blockbusters. It was fun. G. I thought it was for adults as a kid, and then when I got older and saw it again, it was teenagers. What G has a president called Karamanlis? I'm going to say Greece. It's from the 80s. Is it Greece? It is Greece! Choose a letter. Let's go for a P. What P is a work of art in many colours? I don't know. Picture? Polychrome. Could have been a picture. A polychrome or polychromatic pen. Okay, fair enough. What C is a flexible string of connected metal links? Chain. Okay. That P question, that really set me off. I think, bloody hell, that's hard. X. What X is the trade name for a copying machine? Xerox. The people who created the graphical user interface and then did bot all with it, apart from use it internally. And then Apple and Microsoft went, swipe. Thought I had an overall good night already. No, I decided I was going to end the coding so we could have a little look at something else. But take care, man. Have a great night, and thanks for coming along. Have a good night, man. Cheers. Choose a letter. Let's go for O. Hokey, cookie, cookie. What O are used to pull ploughs in many parts of the world? Otters. Oxen. Be very strange if you used an otter to pull a plough, but you could try. Let's go for W. What W was responsible for the design of 51 London churches? A small plough. Yes, it would have to be a small plough. Zantek says Wren. I'm not up on my artifact, architect, so I'm going to take Zantek's word for this. Wren. Sir Christopher Wren. There we go. You'd love to see an otter plough. That would be fun, wouldn't it? Thank you, Zantek. Okay, let's go for the next one. We win our first round. Ba, 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 da. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. Oh, let's see where we get to. Choose letter R. What R is a list of turns of duty? A rota. I have worked in an industry that required a rota. Spartan space chickens. Pirates. They use an R. Choose a letter S. What S is a pedigree stallion when he's a father? A stud. A sire. Oh God! Oh, I've jumped in too quick. You put him out to stud and then he sires foals. Oh my goodness. What I is a cricketer called Botham? Ian. I screwed up there, didn't I? Frickin' hell, I was too quick. I was too quick off the mark. Let's go for a U. What U was the English word for wide range of Hindus of low... What U is the English word for a wide range of Hindus of low caste? I don't know. I'm not into caste system. Untouchables. I've heard the term. But bloody hell. What D is sweet and grows on palms in North Africa? Dates. Yes, I like dates. They're very nice. They're very nice. Make you very regular. Go for a P. What P is what Australians call British immigrants? Pommies. Close enough. Poisonous cats. Yes, they are. Do I have a favourite sort of date? I'm quite fond of the 2050s. Perfect. Absolutely perfect there, James. That really got me. Spartan Space Chicken says, what P is the term used by Australians for British immigrants? He says, pricks. He's not wrong. Oh. What O is a great nebula in the hilt of his sword? Orion. Think. Yes, the Orion's nebula, yes. Oof. Choose a letter. Otters have nebulae in the hilts of their swords. It's true. You can look it up. Bill Oddie will say it's right. Maybe. What J was the Christian name of Charlotte Bronte's most famous character? Jane. Jane Eyre. I know my classics. Let's go for an F. Jacob. What F is a town in Wales or a stone used to make sparks? Flint. Hot off the mark tonight. Not too bad. Not too shabby. Shabby. No, Fart is not the town in Wales. Oh, we can have a gold run. 22nd of May is a great date too. I like the 20th of September. I will not say why. Another favourite date is the 15th of March because that's my wedding anniversary. Oh, come on. Choose a letter. Let's go for G. GCG. What? High-ranking officer who refused to leave Khartoum and was killed by the Mahdi. Don't know. General Charles Gordon. I'll take your word for it. Go for an A. 1st of July is all right also. AP. Way of making pictures popularised by Jackson Pollock. Bollocks to that. Action painting. It's not painting. No, it's not proper painting. I don't care what you say. It's not proper painting. Put paint to canvas the proper way or it's not painting. Choose a letter. U. UHT. A kind of long keeping milk. Ultra high temperature. Ultra heat tested. Pit socks. Ultra heat tested. We're losing this. Just letter L. LOM. Type of sleeve or cut of meat. Loin of meat. Leg of mutton. I suck at the gold run. I suck at the gold run. Bloody hell. I jumped in too quick and didn't think because you don't have time because it's so time sensitive. Oh. Guys, I am so sorry. Who wears legs on their arms? Freaks. Freaks do. Right, guys, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I'm going to leave it there with my colossal failure. Oh my goodness, how bad was that? Very. I'm going to say it was very bad. Right, Like I say, we're commemorating the passing of my mother over this weekend. So I won't be doing any special extra episodes over the weekend, but I'll be back on Monday. So we'll have the request night, and I already know that we've got a request for Mortal Kombat on the Amiga, so we'll see you then for that and anything else that comes in. But for now, thank you so much, guys. I hope you've had a great night. I've certainly enjoyed it. Take care. Have a great evening. Bye for now. Bye.